Hey, what's going on, everyone? I am here with a recap of Wirewolves, guys. These guys are stomping it, man. They are just every opponent is just getting outnumbered by triples, like by a ton. Here's 23-11 in a 50 versus 50 clan war, guys. That is almost half of the bases tripled. And starting it off, we have got Predator from Wirewolves. And he is going to be starting with a bowler bounce on the right-hand side on that army camp. And then the queen charge is going in kind of at the, once that bowler bounce funnel is complete, then he's going to send the queen with a loon, Coco loon, and then it exposes those Teslas. The queen is simply just going to move clockwise up to about the 10 o'clock. King's going to funnel on the other side and is going to wall breaker entry into that compartment with the mortar, which is going to give him access to that multi-target inferno. There are two multi-target infernos and the eagle artillery and the defending archer queen. And these ice golems on the attacking side are just doing all the favors right now. He has an extremely easy looking pathway for these hogs as they go in from the L shape. And literally just super easy. This queen is still pushing in there. I already took out the enemy CC. And these hogs are just going to go around. They have a very narrow initial pathway, and then it kind of widens when it goes down to this Giga Tesla. And Warden's ability over that Giga Tesla, these hogs are all under that Warden's ability, which means they're invincible. And these hogs are just going to finish those last defenses and then go straight to the cleanup. It has a swag queen ability also, so just absolutely perfect. Next up, we got Grim here, and Grim is going to be doing this is actually a pretty cool attack. It's going to be a Sui hero with a few funnel troops, and then hog attack. So, brought enough Sui troops to get into that Giga Tesla Town Hall, wall breaks in through that first compartment, and then uses that ice golem to just freeze all those defenses. Again, this is kind of a slow start just with the heroes making their way through to get that Giga Tesla out of the way. Then the Giga Tesla goes down, the enemy CC pops out, which is going to be kind of a pain in the butt, actually, but it's going to work out just fine, as you guys can see. The baby dragon actually died. He's going to start the hogs in from the 8 o'clock. We'll go with 7:30. How about that? And then a stone slammer on the backhand side, 9 o'clock, to simply keep those hogs funneled into the core. Again, skeleton spells over that queen. This is a very strong attack right now. This Sui hero on the Giga Tesla, Sui hero on the Giga Tesla, and then mass hogs the rest of the base. I'm telling you guys, if the town hall is exposed on the outside, this might be the most overpowered attack in the game right now. If you are Suiing heroes, mass hog with skeleton spells on the queen, there's just the right things to pick out. And as you guys see in these replays a lot, they're making it work. Here's going to be a P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. And there's a couple witches on this attack as well, but mostly P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. And starts off with the E-Drag funnel. Again, check out the spacing of those defenses in that multi-target Inferno and Bomber Tower compartment, which is going to make it so it's going to be a good funnel because the kill squad is simply just going to go straight into that Giga Tesla. The wall breaker needs to break through that first wall in order for the main kill squad to go through. After that, he sends the entire kill squad in straight into that core, and they are simply just going to bust open through these walls, take out the, enemy CC is kind of distracting the main kill squad to go through there, which is great because that queen is just going to take out defenses, and then eventually the bats are going to get deployed at around the 4 o'clock while the defenses, or the wizard tower was distracted. They have a super easy path, and they're getting a ton of value because it's all point defenses, guys. They didn't have to really worry about a single splash target defense that I saw. I could have missed it, but I'm pretty sure. And anyway, he has 2 swag freezes because all those wizard towers and the multi-target infernos were taken out or distracted. So Hell on Heels, that's actually Myra from Parabellum. So Myra in on a great P.E.K.K.A. Bobat triple. That actually took a lot of skill, guys. That was an impressive P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, no doubt. And next up, we have Death Star. And Death Star is going, this guy's attacks just impress me like crazy. For those of you who don't know, Death Star is ITD Tony the Great. recently just eliminated me from a tournament first round. So shout out to Tony. No, it's all good fun, man. That was a good tournament. And he's going to Sui the heroes at the point where he's going to E-clone that Stone Slammer into that Eagle Artillery compartment and is going to take out the Queen, and actually created an extremely nice L-shaped base. From here, he's going to drop the haste ahead of time, so that way those loons are going to get extra speed to get into that Giga Tesla, because since that Giga Tesla was activated, they were going to start targeting those loons as soon as he dropped them. Then around the base, he's just simply dropping loons in from the outsides to keep those main pack of loons into the core. And this placement of the loons just worked out perfectly, because the loons simply take out all the rest of the defenses, and you'll never believe it, but that warden and that last loon dropped on that air defense, which was going to make sure that there was no more air targeting defenses, and all that's left is a few other structures that are going to get taken out extremely quick. So Tony, guys, you watch his attacks everywhere, I guarantee you'll be impressed. Now we have Rowdy Voodoo. Okay, now this is a complicated looking base. There's a lot of different avenues, but he's gonna show how to get this done, and he uses that ice golem, which is actually gonna freeze while the wall breakers make their entry. That king is gonna sacrifice himself to get rid of the defending barbarian king, and then also that Tesla farm on the right hand side, which is great. Now, unfortunately, he did pull the enemy CC here, which is kind of a bummer. It just doesn't go according to plan, because you generally don't want to pull the enemy CC. In this case, it worked out perfectly, because the Queen was able to take it out with that Party Wizard and the Poison Spell. Now there's no enemy CC to deal with, and they have, just all the hogs, skeleton spells on that Queen, rages the skeleton spell, and use the Warden's ability early to keep those hogs alive under the strong damage output part, and then these hogs just tear through the rest of the space. They even spread out a little bit, which just means that this attack was even more OP, because these hogs, they spread out, and basically, you don't want that, because the hogs don't necessarily have a lot of hit points. So check it out, they were able to spread out, and Rowdy is gonna secure that with a good place healing spell on that last bomber tower, and then the Party Wizard's on the cleanup. So excellent hit, Rowdy. Next up, I'm telling you guys, this is another one that I'm extremely impressed. Every single war they're putting up triples. Narinder Sing, I'm waiting to get clarification on how to pronounce that name correctly, so I apologize in advance. But basically, he's going to be starting off with a double P.E.K.K.A funnel. I am a fan of this double P.E.K.K.A funnel. And then he's actually going to Sui the heroes on the Giga Tesla. He wall breakered into that core, which is going to get rid of that Barbarian King and the Giga Tesla, along with a few other defenses and other structures. And basically taking out that, there's a natural L-shaped pathway to this base. Granted, it's a little bit thicker than you'd want, because it's not just the diameter of a healing spell, but it has worked out perfectly, because he saves that Stone Slammer for the backhand side, which is going to keep those hogs on a narrow pathway into that final multi-target Inferno compartment. Plenty of Party Wizards on the cleanup again. These Party Wizards are the most OP cleanup troops in the game. Honestly, I don't know of any other troops in the history of this game that are as good as those when it comes to the cleanup. They move faster, they have more damage output, and it's everything that you can want for cleanup, And so use those Party Wizards. Next up is Alex. Now, this is it looks like an arrow. This base looks like an arrow. Well, he's going to Sui hero along with the Siege Machine, mass hog this base. Now he's got 42 hogs. Check out this army. It was extremely simple, and it was definitely enough to get the job done. Sui's the king and the queen on the Giga Tesla, and that's actually going to take out the defending Archer Queen as well. So honestly, he didn't even need those skeleton spells. He could have used those for another healing spell, if you will. But basically, he sends in all the hogs at the 11 o'clock, and they just push through the base. Warden's ability, there's two multi-target Infernos targeting those hogs. I mean, and then also that bomber tower going through. And, these hogs do not have an easy path at all. And this multi-target Inferno is just raining down, its flames on them. And there's just so many hogs left alive at the end of this raid that it's able to get through no problem. He actually uses a skeleton spell on cleanup on one side, and then uses a skeleton spell to distract that wizard tower. And then, the rest is RIP, man. This was a definitely well thought out raid. Alex is putting up, an incredible triple there, such creativity and making sure that was going to be a triple. And those hogs didn't even have an easy, but they didn't make it easy for him. He definitely had to work for that one. Next up, we got Tuan Pak. And he's going to be doing a P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. Now, he's going to be doing the E-Drag funnel again. The E-Drag has so much value over in this corner because everything is chain. And, honestly, there wasn't even a Seeking Air Mine initially for that E-Drag. And eventually one hits him. But the E-Drag was definitely more than enough able to take out that funnel. There is a King going down on the 9 o'clock side, which is going to keep that P.E.K.K.A. Bobat majority of the troops right into the core. Granted, he's not going to have that King going in, but he is going to have the rest of the P.E.K.K.A.s and the bowlers, and uses a jump spell straight into the core, guys. This is extremely similar to a Kill Squad Hog attack. Once you're able to get that main Kill Squad straight into the core, those multi-target Infernos and those Wizard Towers are going to be taken out or distracted, which is going to make these bats just super easy to go around and, secure this. He uses that freeze on that multi-target Inferno and that Wizard Tower combo. He uses another one just to make sure that the bats were going to make it through, and then the bats take out the rest of these point defenses while the rest of the 4 or 5 P.E.K.K.A.s that are alive are going to do the cleanup with that Queen swag ability, Warden at full health. Just an overpowered raid. P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, man, is still such an overpowered attack. Might as well keep using it and keep getting those triples because, it's definitely in. Next up, we got AJ. And, Mr. AJ, man, I have known this guy for a very long time, and it's extremely cool to be in the same clan as him now. Shout out to AJ because this guy, we played in a tournament probably 6 months ago together, and ever since then he's just been improving and kicking butt and taking names. Check out that extremely good planning of that Coco Loon and that wall breaker entry going in there. Again, uses more wall breakers to get straight into that defending Archer Queen compartment. So that is a triple wall breaker entry, guys. That is absolutely phenomenal. There's already an L-shaped pathway to this base, and he's going to start the initial loons going at the cannon at about the 7 o'clock, and then uses a Stone Slammer to tank for the rest of the loons as they start their approach into that multi-target Inferno compartment. Then he sends another Lava Hound in, and that's going to tank for the rest of the loons while they push through that second multi-target Inferno entry area, and then these loons are just going to go right around the town hall, don't even hit that Giga Tesla, and the Queen actually takes out the Giga Tesla. Again, there's plenty of cleanup troops, hounds, lava pups, minions, goblins, the Queen, the Warden, and just to name them, a baby dragon on top of that. So excellent hits, man. Now, Warman, guys, we all know Warman. He is an extremely good attacker, but unfortunately, we're just not going to show this one because it has been featured a lot. So credit to Warman on a maxed out Town Hall 12. Actually, I'm not sure if it was completely maxed with walls, but enough. And now we have ROWMDMA. Now, I have seen this guy before, but I'm not actually sure who runs this account. And he's going to be starting off with a Queen walk into a charge using that wall breaker entry. That wall breaker entry is going to give him access to that multi-target Inferno and the defending Archer Queen. Notice that freeze on that multi-target Inferno and that Archer Queen. And then these wall breakers seriously just pump through the next few layers of walls. And that Archer Queen is going to take out all the structures to make this a very easy L-shaped base. And of course, he is going to be doing a Lalo, and he's going to be using a Stone Slammer and then a Hound, sending them both in at about the 6 o'clock meetup at that air defense. And then since it's already 50%, because of that queen, there is going to be a Giga Tesla activated. Use that Warden's ability over that Giga Tesla. Those loons are barely left alive. That Stone Slammer is still almost at full health, though, going into that last multi-target Inferno compartment. The loons drop. Haze drops out. All that's left is a couple Teslas to defend this base, but that's obviously not going to hold it when there's 20 loons left alive. So excellent job here, ROWMDMA. That is a sick. I mean, there's just so much value with that queen charge there. That was beautiful, man. Absolutely. Now we're going to go into the honorable mentions, guys. It was an insane war. I can't show all the replays. It's going to be hours and hours and hours of pond footage. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Again, I'm really trying to grow my subscribers and view count out. So, shout out to your friends. Share it on your line app, social media channels. And, let's start getting some more subs. Thanks, guys.